Welcome to my iPhone review. Each video I'm going to do three or four sections each of the features, so let's get this started right away. As you can see, this is obviously the iPhone. It's a very nice build quality. This is the front. This is the side. This is the silent ring off mode, where it puts it on vibrate, turns your screen on too. And then if you switch it back, it goes back to regular ringer mode. This is your volume control. It's flipped around back here. By the way, it's a very thin device if you can't tell. It's very thin. Here's your 2 megapixel camera up here. As you can see, the back is brushed aluminum, unlike the iPod, which is fully reflective. Down here is the plastic piece. I believe the antenna is down here. Here's the other side. Nothing's over here, just your usual. And as you can see, there is a reflective bezel around the iPhone, which is very nice. So you definitely want to get a case to protect this thing. And up top here we have the sleep button, or the power button if you hold it down for 5 seconds or so. I'm not too positive what this is. I believe this is your SIM card. You put your paper clip in there or something and it pops it out or something like that. But I'm not too sure since I don't have much experience with SIM cards. And this is your headphones jack. Flip it around bottom here, you have your standard 30-pin iPod dock connector. This is your speakerphone and this is your microphone. Now, to turn the iPhone on, you can either press the home button down here, or the power button up here, or sleep button rather. Let's just press the sleep button. Now, it's going to be kind of tough to film this because there's a lot of reflections in my room, but here we go. This is your home screen, well, actually this is your wallpaper screen where it displays the time, and you slide to unlock. Very cool. Let's see that again. It's very nice. And this is your home screen. Try to get a good angle for you guys. This is your SMS, iCal, Photos, Camera, YouTube, Stocks, Google Maps, Weather, Clock, Calculator, Notes, Settings, and then your more main features down here. This is the phone feature, your email, Safari web browser, and your iPod music player. For this first video, I'm going to do the first 4 applications on the top. Let's start out with SMS Texting. As you can see, the touchscreen is very nice. I love it. And the way Apple handled SMS with this is it displays everything like it's a conversation. So for each contact you have, it's a separate conversation, just like iChat. So it's very cool. It's very easy to keep track of everything. And if I wanted to call Dan, I'd tap call at the top, and it'll call him. Obviously, I'm going to end the call though. And then if I click, I'm trying to hold this over the camera, and if I click contact info at the top, it'll display his email and his phone number and everything and his address if I have it in there, but I'm not going to do that for video purposes. And say a person sends me a link or an email in a chat conversation. Notice his email is there. Please don't email him. I'm sure he doesn't mind us being here. But if I click the blue arrow, then I can either add to contact, or add as new contact, or add to existing contact. But I don't want to show any other contact information for obvious reasons. So let me go back here, and that's basically SMS texting. I could go in more depth, but I don't want to display any personal information. Next up, we have iCal. As you can see, the widget displays today's date, July 16th, Monday. Click it, or touch it rather, and you can display by list, day, or month. Now let's say by list, on Friday, July 13th, my event for that day was buy a case for iPhone, which I did. It's over there, and I'll show you that later. And it's really cool. You can edit it. You can say start and repeat alert. You can do second alerts. It's just really cool. And if I want to, I could delete event, but I'm not going to. I'm going to cancel it. So done. Now you can go back to day. I get to see the whole day for Friday, July 6th. I don't know why it's on there. No, because I'm clicked on there. So July 16th, if I click on day, it displays today's. All the hours listed in order. And by month, I can click. And as you can see, any day that I have an event scheduled, it has a little dot. So if I click 21st, it says Seaside Heights down there. So I click it. And as you can see, I'm in Seaside Heights from July 21st to July 28th. In other words, there will be a shortage of videos next week, so don't expect any new videos after this. Except for my iPhone reviews. But yeah. And if I want to skip back to today's, I can easily click today, and it goes back to 16 for me. So that's really cool. Day, lists, and there isn't really much to iCal. It's a very simple application, and if you want to, you can sync your iCal events to your Mac or PC, and vice versa. And the next one we have here is a really cool one, photos. It's very neat. Now let me go back. Okay. This is your list of photo albums. Camera roll is the album of photos that you took with the iPhone camera. And as you can see, it's very cool. You can just flick through. There's a very ugly picture of me. That's the night I got 2 hours of sleep. You can just flick through your pictures. It's really cool. It's really neat. And as you can see, I mean, check this out. Pinching, but I'm sure you saw that before. But it's still really neat. Double tap to go back. Now, if I wanted to do anything, click this little button down here. You can barely see it on the camera, but down here, use as wallpaper, email photo, or assign to contact. It's really nice. So, let me go back to a more interesting photo to show you something about wallpapers. iPhone wallpapers. Now, these are wallpapers that I downloaded on the internet, and, you know, just to use as iPhone wallpapers. Select them. Now, if I wanted to set any of these as wallpapers, David's iPhone, that's one I made. Use as wallpaper. Now, I could scale it if I wanted to, but I already sized this in Photoshop. Set wallpaper. Done. Now let me turn it off, turn it back on. There you go, it's my wallpaper. I go back to my albums. What else can I show you? Okay. Let me show you Seaside, Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, as you can see, this is shot in portrait, not landscape. But if you turn the iPhone, I love that. It's so nice. And then you can still flick through them. It's really neat. I love it. And then you just go back here, go back to your albums, and you can scroll through your pictures. It's very nice. I love the interface. Now here I took a lot of pictures, so as you can see, it's scrolling very smoothly. I love it. And, okay, let me show you how to email a photo. Okay, here's a picture of our dog Whizzer. I'm sure you see it in our other videos. Now again, you click the picture down, you click the little graphic down here. Email photo. Now look, it drops it into the email with a nice little animation. That's really cool. Click this. I can add one of my contacts. Add Kristen, my sister. Say, hey, this. Of course, I'm trying to type sideways here because the camera's on my right. This is Whizzer. Trust me, the keyboard really is easy to use. It's just, I'm sucking right now. This is Whizzer. So if I sent this, there's Whizzer, send, and if you listen, there you go. It's the same sound effect that you hear in Apple's Mail. And lots of pictures of my family and pets. As you can see, tons of pictures. So yeah. There is one downside. There's Jasmine. As you can see, the interface doesn't go along with the rotating of the phone, only the picture. So if I did this, I would have to turn it just to see it upright. And I really hope Apple changes that universally with the whole iPhone, or like every application. Because unfortunately, the only thing that supports horizontal right now is picture rotating and the Safari web browser, and watching movies, of course. But yeah, I'm hoping that's in a future update. So it's really cool. And unfortunately, you cannot send messages via your cell phone yet to other phones. I mean, you can only email your photo. This is one of those things where I don't know what Apple is thinking. It's obviously not there for a reason, but I think they'll include it eventually. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that they're gonna add that. And as you see, back to my albums. And if you want to look at all the pictures, just click on Photo Library. This is insane. all these pictures. I just missed. Sorry, I clicked the bottom thing. Oh yeah, and if you want to view slideshow, click the play button down here, and you can set up your slideshow preferences in your iPhone settings. My mom probably doesn't like my displaying these, but oh well, it's just for display purposes. Yeah, as you can see, very cool. And that's your Photos application. And now to the fourth and final application for this video, the camera. Which I have to be honest, is pretty disappointing, especially from a company like Apple who's known to put features in stuff, but basically all it is a camera, no extra features, and taking pictures with this is a little, not creepy, I don't know why I say creepy, it's a little weird, because it's actually a touchscreen button, so you don't really feel it when you take a picture, but there you go, and it puts them in your photo library down here. And as I showed you before, you get to flip to your photos very quickly, as you can see. And there's the photo I just took. If I want to zoom into my iPods, pinch it, and there you go. There's my iPod Shuffle. And you can click, and if you want to throw it away, trash can button, delete photo. A cool little animation. And that's basically it to the camera. This is probably the most disappointing aspect of the iPhone in my opinion. There's no zoom whatsoever. There is no white balance, there's no effects. Basically, you just take a picture, put them in your photo album, and that's it. I mean, it's fast, the interface is nice and clean, but as you can see, there's room down here for buttons. I just clicked that by accident. So I think Apple will add features as time progresses. But for now, the camera definitely needs work. And it is 2 megapixel, but I said that in the beginning, so. And that's the camera application.